Alrighty, so I wanted to come on here with this cutie pie. We are waiting for big sister so that we can go to a baby shower for one of my friends who's expecting her second, a little boy. Because that's, the important thing to know every single time for a baby. What are you having, a boy or a girl? Oh, what is it? What do you do? What is it? Lily's like, yes, it is. So I wanted to come on here because some of you had asked, okay, I'll get to that in a second. Some of you had asked me, was it my breast implants that killed me? Right? That's the burning question after 2 years, finally got to publicly post and share the story of my near-death experience. Took me 2 years to get there, to actually share it publicly and to share those pictures. Especially, like I said, because they get to be pretty intense there at the end. And when I say that, at the end was March 6th into March 7th. The night of March 6th and March 7th, but on the date of March 7th, I believe, like in the morning during the night. And so a lot of you guys have commented about, oh my goodness, look how much better your skin looks after getting the surgery. But the thing that I want you guys to pay attention to, and maybe what I'll do is I'll share the photos right now with you guys so that you can see the contrast. The insane amount of healing didn't take place beginning April 1st, my surgery day. The immense healing began in those 3 weeks prior to that. My skin almost completely cleared up before April 1st, before I got my breast implants out. And that is because that's when I experienced. So my near-death experience, I guess you could say, was from, October through the healing. So October through March 7th. But really, she hears me. She wanted a nurse, and now she hears me talking, and now all she wants to do is come in here and look at the cute baby. And throw herself at the cute baby. So the near-death experience was, for me, those November, December, January, February, March, 5 months. 5 months. But mostly from December 10th, when I woke up in the full body rash, had like the heat rash, psoriasis, eczema had fully taken over my body. That was December 10th. So those 3 months, it was like insanely intense. Like I was dying and had no clue. Like no clue that I was literally dying. But the actual time of my passing was that time during the night from March 6th into March 7th, but like the morning of March 7th during the night. That's when I passed, and I shared that video, but so I'll go ahead and I'll share that again for you guys to see the actual moment that I passed away, and then the moment that I come back and I'm like, what is, like, I'm confused. I think I fell asleep, but I'm not sure. Like, hello, we all fall asleep every day. We know when we fall asleep. We know when we wake up. It was way more than that. And then later that night, the night of March 7th, after I went out to dinner with Wayne, when I wake up and I'm like, oh, I need to get my breast implants out. And then I called that following day. I think the March 8th was Monday. And I was like, oh, I gotta call them and schedule and get them out. Like, okay, I think I did some research during the day on March 7th, of like, what is this? How do I go about it? I didn't want to go under anesthesia at the time, so I was looking at different options. No, then you got to go under anesthesia to get the capsule out at the same time. So let's touch a little bit on that. Do I think it's my breast implants that killed me? The answer is going to be shocking. It's going to be surprising. I don't think it was the actual physical breast implant that killed me. Knowing what I know now, that we are all one, we are all connected, we are all love, that means that I am the same as the breast implant. I am made of the same stuff as that breast implant. You hear the stories all the time of the people that go and do the frog toxin, right? Like, it helps build their immune system and it makes them stronger, and it's like a neurotoxin that literally is like poisonous to kill you. And these people, especially guys, I guess, I don't know, they're probably more drawn to something like that, right? They go and they get injected with this frog toxin that like can kill them, right? Like Wim Hof goes and climbs Mount Everest in nothing but shorts and flip-flops, which that would kill most people, but it's Wim Hof and he knows how to become one with the cold and the ice. So, with that being said though, when it came time to have my breast implants taken out, and I started looking through options of like, breast implant removal, and kind of reading about it. Everything talked about doing a capsulectomy along with the breast implant removal, and that's when I learned that immediately upon implantation, immediately upon getting the implants in, the body starts creating a wall of scar tissue around each implant called a capsule to basically block it off from the rest of the body. So what does that say? I do think that says a lot, that our bodies do not want that in us. And whether that's because it's a quote foreign substance, or, and here's where I pose the question, is it because we are doing something to alter our bodies from its natural state, which means we don't love ourselves, we don't love the way we look, right? When we get implants, that's not why we get them. Like, you get it because you're dissatisfied, unhappy with your current appearance for whatever reason, and that's why you get the breast implants in the first place. So that would go more along the lines of Louise Hay, and it really being more about our thoughts that make us sick. And here's where I really challenge you to think about this, because so many people are like, oh, well, it's because they're toxic, it's because they're full of silicone, it's because they're, they got moldy, it's because, okay, but then why? Sorry, the universe was talking to me, of course, as I'm driving, which Dave dropped on Callie with me. We had fun at the baby shower, and now I'm headed home. And I saw 37 lived, and 37 is a number that is one of my friend Rhonda's numbers. 37, 73, 37 and 73, but 37. And then I just saw on the back of a truck that just drove by the Hawaii those of you that are so dead set that it was my implants that killed me, and did they? Yes, like we'll be real. Yes, to a certain degree, absolutely. My soul was screaming at me to get them out when I was seeing the Instagram post after Instagram post. I think there were 3 of them, you know. I didn't know that the universe talked to me back then, that it was trying to tell me that back then. Even my mom saying, do you think it's your breast implants? She knew. She got the download. She gave me the message, but my ego was just holding on too tight. It was holding on to, 1, the appearance, but 2, the fact that I didn't have the money, so I didn't understand how it was even possible. But again, if the universe is telling us, our soul, our higher self, our intuition, our God, whatever you want to call it, is telling us something needs to be done, then there's a way. So where the challenge comes in is that so many people are like, wow, look at your rapid healing after getting your breast implants out. That's why I have those dates on there. The rapid healing began well before I got my implants out. 3 weeks before, to be exact, on March 7th. You can see in the photos, I think for me, the most obvious one is the one of my shoulder. It looks like the sunburn that's dried up and healing. That means it's healing. When a sunburn heals, that's the healing phase, right? And you can see over the course of those next 3 weeks how much my legs and arms cleared up before my surgery date. If it was strictly just the physical implants being toxic to my body themselves, no healing would have taken place before getting them removed. But that is why the surgeon who saw me when things were, when I got my consult pretty bad, things were pretty bad, that's why he sent me to somebody, to a dermatologist, it was, to go do a biopsy to see if there was an active infection. Now, had that biopsy been taken before March 7th, who knows what it would have shown? That I do not know. yes, you are a different person. Yes, you have these messages, these downloads. Yes, they are subtle, but at the same time, very not subtle. Where it seems like this has been with you the whole time. This has been you the whole time. It's like it's not new, even though the compassion that I came back with for murderers, for rapists, for pedophiles, was just this insane compassion and love for these people. And kind of that, what are we doing with the prison system? This is all wrong. What are we doing with the military system? This is all wrong. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. And so I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna go ahead and show those pictures so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So did my breast implants kill me? What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. And I know I always digress, right? Welcome to my brain. I am loving that Sensitive is the New Strong book by Anita Morzani. I want to hear what her mother's and her idea is on, like, how should we have handled Adolf Hitler? Like, what could we do differently in those instances where it's like a big mean bully? Instead of the war, instead of the killing, instead of the fighting. I talk about my hug army, and I love the story that she tells of the bullies at her school and the cookies, and so her mom just gives her a bag with 6 extra cookies to go, here you go. And it's like, it's just beautiful, because it's a response with love. And it just makes me wonder. And then there's that, right, like the no negotiating with terrorists. We don't negotiate with terrorists. It's just, there's got to be something else out there. That one just made me think of it at the end. Alright, so here are the pictures, and let me know your thoughts, and I love you, and I can't wait to hear your guys' responses. Okay, so as promised, here is that side by side for y'all, because I don't think a lot of people realize that the immense amount of healing that actually occurred before my surgery day, before my explant day, before April 1st. April Fools, right? Universe has got jokes. Look at that insane amount of healing that occurred in those 3 weeks, because my death was 3/7, and that was like, these were probably the last photos that I have, you know, the most serious ones before that moment that I passed and came back. And look at that insane amount of healing that took place before the actual surgery occurred, before I had the physical implants out. Okay, so now let me hear your all thoughts on what you think. Did my breast implants kill me? So, all right, and go for it. Give all the theories, and I want to hear all the thoughts. And yes, that on the right is what my hands look like prior to getting the actual physical implants out on April 1st. The surgeon never would have proceeded with the surgery if I would have looked like what I did there on the left on 3/5. He never would have performed the surgery, because it would have been too much of a liability because that is not somebody who is in a healing state, and you have to be able to heal, right, after surgery. So, all right, guys, I love you.